sectional champion will be crowned this afternoon here on a crisp fall day at the Colt Corral in Belleville, where it's an all Richland County final featuring the third-seeded Clear Fork Lady Colts, looking to protect their home turf against number 4 Lexington. That's coming your way on the OH Report live and free right now. Thanks for joining us, folks. My name is Brian Skoronsky. I will be on the call this afternoon for this sectional championship match. Two of the area's very best, Clear Fork and Lexington, meeting up for the second time this season. Clear Fork got the better part of their regular season matchup, 2-0 over Lex over at their place earlier in the season. They'll be looking to do much of the same here this afternoon when it counts most here in tournament time. Both of these programs had a nice stretch here as of late. 5 consecutive sectional championships for Lex. And you see the Lady Colts right here. They have won 3 straight sectional titles, looking to make it 4 in a row here at home as the higher seed. Hasn't been a standard dominant season for either of these squads. Lady Lex actually just a shade below 500 checking into today's match at 6-7-2, while Clear Fork 9 wins on the season, though they have suffered 6 losses and a draw. But man, what a tough schedule. Clear Fork always comes into tournament play battle tested, no question about that. Been playing some pretty quality soccer though over about the last month or so. 4 wins for them in their last 6 outings. 3 out of the last 4 have been victories for Lady Lex, though they dropped their regular season finale against a pretty quality Finlay squad. I believe they play Division I ball. Let's go ahead and meet the lineups here, beginning with the visiting Lady Lex, headlined by their stud sophomore Lauren Alexander. What a season she is having up to this point. Had 18 goals as a freshman, has followed that up with a pretty decent encore. 9 goals for her this year, has also handed out 11 helpers. So Lauren Alexander, playmaking threat for them. Keep an eye on her. And for Clear Fork, a little bit more of a balanced attack. They've got several girls that can beat you offensively as they come up with a turnover right away from Lex. As mentioned, quite a few girls get in on the action for them. Really no clear standout. Trinity Cook leads the squad with 9 goals. Galco has 8. 6 apiece for both Labaki and McHugh. Excited to have you on board here watching live and free on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube. Make sure that you weigh in the comment section. Always love to see where you are watching today's match from. Let us know. How are you taking in this sectional championship game on a Saturday afternoon? Your comment just might be brought up on our fan zone. Here is Alexander. Beats a defender, now comes middle. Now Blossberg didn't measure that one very well. Intercepted. The intended target was Reagan Hoovler. And now Clear Fork. Actually, that's off of them. It'll be a Lex throw-in on the far side. Galco, nice first move. Got a few girls running with her, but it's broken up, taken away from McHugh, who then sends a header. Through ball, second attempt from Swank is going to get through, and a big chance here for Clear Fork early, and it hits the sidebar from Labaki. The freshman nearly delivering a huge goal just 2 minutes here into the match. Bit of a tough break for the Lady Colts. Nice build-up there, and I like the thoroughness of Alyssa Swank. She tried the through ball, got deflected back at her, tried it one more time, was able to thread the needle. Labaki nearly with a huge goal, but nevertheless, Lex stays clean. Now they've got possession on the counterattack. Bit of a collision right there as Martin goes right through the defender. Out wide here, Alexander went right in between her legs, out of play. Jackson misfires over her target, tried to get it to the feet of Galco. Lex having trouble getting through the teeth of this defense. See all those black jerseys swarming around. As Alexander here, far side, steps back over. And now poked away from her. Well done by the Clear Fork back line. Alexander, a great 1v1 player. Give and go there. Didn't work out. Just a bit too far for Galco from the feed by Trinity Cook. This one slingshotted back the other way from Sturts. Now Morgan looking to press towards the middle. Plays it out wide. Chance here for Cook to do something with it. I think that's going to be off of Trinity. Will be a goal kick on the way for Lady Lex. Just about 5 minutes gone by here in this opening half. Second part of a doubleheader, if you will, here at the Colt Corral. Saul, Ontario with a nice win over the Colts here earlier in football. 10:30 a.m. kickoff time. And so the Lady Colts now looking to get a little bit of retribution, trying to get in the win column for the home fans. Both teams a little bit sluggish, in my opinion, here to get started. Kind of easing here into the match as Labaki sends middle. And McHugh just misplayed it. Look at all the white jerseys around McHugh. Think she's an emphasis for the defense of Lexington today? Too far there, out in front of Kylie Davidson. So Lex back with possession. Looking to switch fields here. Alexander with a feed to the middle, and Reitler. 3 black jerseys around her, tries to thread the needle into Blasberg. She gets tripped up. Whistle does not come, so the official says play on. And walking very gingerly now is Lexi Blasberg. Let's take a look at what happened here. Looked like a nice defensive play coming over by Clear Fork. Got a lot of that ball there. Labaki sends one deep. And 2 deep as it rolls over the end line. Wortman didn't even really try for that one. And already we're going to get our first substitution of the match. Just about 7 minutes in. Carly McHugh, surprisingly, is going to be the first player that checks out of the match. Far side. Lex had something building there. Now they regain possession. Tried to sneak one in there behind the defense to Reitler. Now Alexander comes back, controls possession. A little sloppy right now. Another turnover. Back to Lady Lex. Alexander to the middle. Blasberg seems like she's moving fine now. Just kind of an ill-advised pass. I mean, the defender was right there. Just tried to get it to Hoovler. And physical play. Little push from Schaefer, not called. Great turn and move by Reitler. But she lost it out of bounds. So a throw-in coming up here on the near side for Clear Fork, who's going to get McHugh right back into the match. Annika Labaki is going to check out. So perhaps part of the strategy today for Brittany Bechtel, keep some of her big horses fresh throughout the day, get them about 2-3 minute breaks, and then right back into the action. Ball sent for Alexander and scooped up. Renee Anders, the freshman keeper, comes out to handle. Just over 9 minutes gone by here in this opening half. A trip to the round of districts on the line here this afternoon in Belleville. And Martin had it taken away there. She had a nice carry. Let's see if Clear Fork can get something developing. Got that great shot in the opening 2 minutes from Labaki. Matter of fact, that's the only shot so far here of the match. Lex looking to change that here, but really only a couple of options, leaving everybody back at the midfield, 3 full defenders. So Lexington playing a defensive-minded strategy here to start. As Galco looks to get to work. Can't squeeze that one through, but Morgan's going to have another chance. Nice feed. And McHugh, her second careless turnover by my count. Seems like both sides still kind of easing into the match, though we're nearing about 11 minutes here into the first half of play. Lady Lex trying to show some patience. Now they've got some room ahead of Reitler. Makes a nice decision to get it to Alexander. But coming over to make the play, Wend does nicely just to pop it out. And wholesale changes now for Clear Fork. 3 subs in to the match. So, you know, obviously that's going to be something that Brittany Bechtel is going to lean on here today. Trying to keep her girls fresh. New bodies in. Get some quick breathers. Fast substitutions. And Alexander also going to take a seat for the first time here for Lexington. A lot of passes just seem very rushed right now from Lex. Girls not being as patient with the ball as they probably could be. About a step ahead. Just making them pass just a little bit too quickly. And that one right to McHugh. She's got numbers heading forward. Argenio couldn't time that one right. Throw in from Sturts. Headed back the other way. Another Lady Lex throw in on the way here from Emma Schaefer. More substitutions now for Clear Fork. A little two-player swap out here. Plenty of space for Lady Lex. And Geifer. Now to Franklin, poked away. Man, Clear Fork really packing it in. It's going to be tough to beat them through the middle here. Now Lydia does try to force one through. And Labaki's right there. Just no space in the middle of the field. Lex is going to have to try to pick out some players on the perimeter, try to work it through the wing, maybe reverse some fields. It's going to be tough for them to try to challenge Clear Fork right in the teeth of their defense. See, they got 5 girls back right now, 3 of them right in the center of the field. Reitler with the cross, but it skips right into the hands of Anders. Suppose we'll count that as the first save here of the afternoon for Renee. Argenio plays a nice ball here to Windsor. Off the cross, but right there waiting for it, Emma Moglin. See the frustration by Lily Wortman. Lost control of the ball, out of bounds. Clear Fork makes another substitution. Savannah Jackson right back into the game. Her throw-in intercepted. And coming back the other way, Lady Lex. And Lexi Blasberg taken away. Galco now. Just going to send one down to the corner. Brings Underwood off of her mark. Now looking for some options out there. Punt to the midfield. First touch made by Blasberg. Windsor off the deflection, now with the left. Volleyed up in the air. Lex elects just to clear to the feet of Franklin. Trying to turn middle. She lays it off now for Reitler on the run. Poked out of bounds, far side by Franklin. And yet again, 2 more substitutions for Bechtel's bunch. Wortman checking back in, along with Zoe McHugh. Give Carly a quick rest. Same for Schaefer. Nearly at the midway point here of half number 1. As this throw comes in. Looked like it could have been dangerous for Lady Lex. Sturts come over and make a nice play there. Disrupt that thing. And now diving to snatch the ball there, Ian Underwood. Heads up play. Still 0-0, no score on our ClearFit Nutrition scoreboard. Alexander, nice turn. Had two defenders draped all over. Now down the near side. Working it back in was Wertman. She sends to the middle. Galco was there, but not in enough time to really do anything with it. Another look there as Morton was able to get a toe on it before Galco had an opportunity. Not many quality chances developed by either side here after the first 2 minutes. Thought we might be en route for offensive onslaught here after Labaki got off that first shot. About 120 seconds into the match, and really about no shots since. Been a bit of a stalemate. As Galco flips one, just sending it into the box. See if someone can get there and make a play. Now Morgan again. Morgan, nice move to the outside. Looking for a cross. She's got numbers 2, 3 ladies in black jerseys there. And now the fourth comes in. The shot from out wide, and Jackson cannot deliver. Another save made by Ian Underwood. Take one more look as this deflects out. Jackson right there, but she boots it directly at the kicker. The keeper, I should say. Pretty much all kickers out here. Dangerous play there, draws the whistle. Wortman basically took a seat on top of it. And so now, from 39 yards out, first set piece here of the afternoon, and it's Sturts playing it. Back post, had options, headed away by the Clear Fork Colts. And they're just going to send it. Had numbers building. Cook gets back into the mix. Spells out Swank for the Lady Colts. Nice patience being displayed there. Nearly threaded that one through to Galco. Stewart's was there to get a foot on it. Now Labaki out wide. Contact. Does not draw a whistle. Must have been feet getting tangled up. But the Colts trying to stay in the offensive attacking third. And this is a little bit more like it. Just being patient, finding feet. Everything has felt so rushed on both sides here today. Clear Fork finally seems like they're easing in here offensively. Try to loosen up the defense a little bit, move it side to side. While it might not look like they're getting anywhere, making Lexington try to move. Pick your poison when they're off their marks. That's the goal here. LCP usually does it so well. Right now, at least maintaining possession as that ricochets, and here comes Zoe. Bumped out of play. Addie Boyce came over to disrupt. 17 minutes and change is all that's left here in a first half with no scores on our ClearFit Nutrition scoreboard. Was just in downtown Belleville, I should say, a few minutes ago, and ClearFit definitely open. Stop in, get you a shake. Chase and Lee on hand. Make you something delicious and nutritious. Swarming Lady Lex D shuts that thing down. Two teams here, so much history, of course. County rivals. Play each other in the regular season each and every year. Former conference rivals before Clear Fork made the move from the OCC into the MOAC, where they've done quite well since joining the league. Guyford keeps that in play, but nobody even chasing after it here for Lex. Not sure if they're being disciplined as part of the game plan or maybe a little bit gassed here early. Coach Buck Morton has not made nearly as many substitutions here in the early going as Brittany Bechtel has. And Wortman plays a good ball here near side for Windsor in a battle with Sturts. Windsor wins it. Now set up Jackson. Loads up, sends, and it's going to skip just wide. 4 shot on net here for the Lady Colts. 2 now from Savannah Jackson. Lady Lex off the goal kick. And they'll draw a whistle against Clear Fork. This is a Lexington squad that won 13 games a season ago. Less than half that amount this year. Of course, they won a sectional championship. Would go on to lose to Ontario in the round of districts. It's been kind of a tough time for these local schools in Division II that have to play in this particular sectional during the Taylor Huff era, if you will. They've got 4, well, could have 4 straight district championships, could Madison. Right now they've got 3. That's the top team in the state. Of course, lurking on the other side, if these two teams were one of these two teams to advance, likely would match up with Ontario, who is in action this afternoon, as we speak, actually, against Sandusky Perkins. OH Report is on the scene for that. Check out highlights later this evening from Carson Kennedy. Two shot attempts now by Lexington. Neither of them really clean looks, though. Good pressure there from the backside by Wortman. Forces that one out of play. 2 more subs for Clear Fork. Pair of swap outs as well on the other side for Lady Lex. Will we see somebody break through? Develop some offense here before we get to the break. 12.5 minutes to go here. Had a little lack of excitement so far in terms of really putting keepers in pressure cooker situations. Anders really has not been tested at all this afternoon. This one's punched up, middle of the field. Now Galco makes a nice move. She's got a 3-on-4. Sends it. And Cook on the other side. The referee said that she was about a half step off. Real close, but boy, he was right on top of that one. Colts have done well to win the 50-50 balls when they've been up for grabs. And now here's a big opportunity for Cook. Takes one dribble and then sliding in, making the first save. There was Underwood. And now Lex dodges a bullet. Probably the best look Clear Fork's had here so far in this match. But the forced save by Underwood. Nice discipline keeping there. Was in the perfect place. She saw where her two defenders were. Knew that Cook couldn't bring it back to the inside really if she wanted to. So Lexington keeps a clean sheet. Can they do something with it offensively? It has been tough sledding for them so far this afternoon. And, you know, you really could say for a bulk majority of the season. Averaging less than 3 goals per game, only 2.6 so far for Lex. Give up just about that many. 2.3 goals per contest is what they allow. Obviously why they're below 500 this year. And you look at a couple of their big wins, 10-0 against West Holmes and an 8-0 beatdown of Mansfield Senior earlier in the year. So pretty misleading, honestly. The fact that they even score 2.5 goals per game. So offense has been challenging for the girls in white throughout the campaign. They'd love to break through, get a big one, take the lead here on the road, but instead it's Galco coming back the other way. Sends one. Cook's been really active here up top. Does well to apply high pressure. Forces the Lexington defenders to make quick decisions. Like that one. Boyce, the freshman, just panics, pokes it out, and now it gives the Colts possession right back here in the attacking third. Got about 8 players on the attack right now. Only 2 defenders back now for Clear Fork. So looking to kind of empty out the tank here with 9.5 minutes to play and a good opportunity they feel. Madison Caudill checks in. Nice header towards net. But Lex is there. And now this one's sent back for Wendt. And missed everything with Clear Fork's 6th shot here of the early going. Instant replays today, brought to you by ClearFit Nutrition as well. I'd like to also thank our other advertising sponsors, Park National Bank, Spherion Mid Ohio, and Black Belt Pro Fitness, helping us bring you this tournament action live and free here on the OH Report Facebook and YouTube channels. Now a nice opportunity on the way here for Clear Fork. What can they do with, I believe, their first set piece here of the match? It's going to be played in. Bodies charging everywhere. Galco puts it into the back, but the official calls her offsides. She can't believe it. Boy, that wipes out a huge play. Offense seems like it's going to come at a premium today. And we'll see if we can tell. I mean, you can't really see Galco right now when the ball is struck. Morgan definitely wasn't offside, so there's no question about that. There was another Lady Colt that had a step behind the defender, but I don't think that matters. So perhaps a blown call there by the officiating crew, trying to get a little bit too involved, and it negates a big goal by the Colts. But they got another chance. Wend. Still up for grabs. This shot, though, right into the hands of Underwood. Her fifth save here in the early going. And boy, that was set up perfectly. She had a nice window. Can sense the frustration. Just didn't quite place it quite where she wanted to. Very little pressure being applied to Clear Fork as they get back in the counterattack, and Lexington very content just to punch it out here in their own territory. See how many defenders Lexington's playing on the back line right now. I mean, really dedicating about 8 players to that. And 9 right now. Alexander, the lone player, playing up at the striker position. Waiting right around the 40-yard line. As this one takes a hop into the hands of Underwood. She'll punt it, dead center. Now here's Lauren, nice first touch. She looks like she's got a step. But Clear Fork's defense is there like they have been all day. Now Lauren sends, and it's an easy play for Anders. Third save for her. As we're under 5 minutes to go here before the half. Boy, you can just tell the graduation of Lacey Bethay, all Ohioan from a season ago, really limits Lexington offensively. Just covered up, maybe some of their shortcomings that they had a season ago with a lot of the same roster still in place. So gifted, so fast. Really no bell cow on the other side for Clear Fork either. So both these teams, as awesome as a run as they have been on here over about the last decade, and they really have two of the top programs definitely in our area. These aren't two of their better teams that we've seen, but still, you never know. Both of them play well defensively. One goal may win this thing, get an opportunity to move on, and likely face Ontario. Anything can happen come tournament time. These two teams seem to meet in tournament pretty often. Matter of fact, last time Lady Colts didn't make it to districts, they lost to the Lady Lex. That back in 2017. Lex got them twice that year. Clear Fork looking to return the favor here. The 2020 version of this matchup. Minutemen throw it in, under 3 minutes to go. Alexander's got it. Looking for options. To the middle she goes with Martin. Lauren had it taken away. She looks very frustrated out there. Sophomore has been held in check so far, leading scorer heading into the match on either side. Lexington's defense elect to play that out. Believe it's going to set up a corner kick, the first one that we've had on either side here this match. Actually, it'll be a deep throw-in, excuse me. It'll be Kendall Windsor. Running start, chucks it near post. And now it'll be a corner kick for Clear Fork. Kind of amazing that it's taken this long. 38.5 minutes. This one struck in low. Nobody really in the vicinity of that one. Probably misstruck, I would presume, by Galco. Now a great opportunity for a counterattack. This is exactly what Lady Lex needs. But the cross just wasn't there. They have got to try to get Lauren Alexander in space. Try to get her in some one-on-one situations. Every time number 5 touches it, she's got 2 or 3 black jerseys surrounding her. That's a tough matchup for anybody. See, she just has to drop it back here after getting the pressure. Now Giefer. And Reitler turns it over. Clear Fork with a 3-on-3. Morgan trying to catch up, but the first one there is Sturts. 20 seconds to go. Clear Fork on the hop. Galco sends one, left foot. Leaping up to grab it is Underwood. And that is going to take us to the end of the first 40 minutes of play here at the Clear Fork Corral. No score. A few opportunities really on both sides. Clear Fork, I would say, had the better half, but it doesn't matter. It is all tied. We'll take a break. We'll be back. We'll break down some first half stats, get you ready for half number 2. Sectional Championship Soccer live and free on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
It's halftime here at the Colt Corral in Belleville, where we are scoreless. Nobody on the board yet in a Richland County showdown between Lexington and the home squad, the Lady Colts, the pride of the Valley. And they've been the more dominant team here in the early going. 7 shots, I'd say 3 of those were pretty quality. They had some decent looks, a bit unlucky on a couple of the attempts, and the goal that they actually did score wiped out Morgan Galco with a nice header. Whistled for the offsides, and while this commentator feels like perhaps that was the wrong call, doesn't matter. Very few attempts, very few build-ups so far in the early going for Lady Lex, and you got to give credit to the defensive line of Clear Fork. And then also I think just a little bit impatience on the side of Lexington. There were definitely many careless turnovers as the pressure was about a step away, and then they were trying to force in a pass before truly drawing in the defender. Just the one corner kick that we saw 90 seconds before the half broke, and a few saves on both sides, but nobody's really had to come up with a big time save yet. Underwood's got 5 of them, but most of those were right into the breadbasket, if you will. So offense was pretty limited there in the first half. We'll see if that changes here over the second 40 minutes, but it definitely felt as though that was kind of by design, at least on behalf of Lexington. Boy, they were really trying to rely heavily on their stud sophomore, Lauren Alexander, to carry the load, and just didn't get her in very many quality positions. Just about every time she had the ball at her feet, there was 2, 3, at times 4 defenders within just a couple of yards of her. So if they're going to try to get on the board, certainly they would like to create some one-on-one scenarios with number 5 in the white uniform. And on the other side, I think Clear Fork did well to start easing in to the match over about the last 20 minutes or so. Felt a little rush for them too at first, and of course, tournament time, filling each other out. You get that at the beginning of the match. I felt like Clear Fork felt out their opponent better. They had some nice development happening in the latter parts there of the first half. So we'll see if they can continue to keep that momentum rolling in their favor as they wrap up the half here in just under 5 minutes. We'll take one more timeout. We'll be back. Second half action. A sectional champion will be crowned right here on these airwaves, live and free. Tournament soccer here on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
subscribe, or be subscribed.
One of the many beautiful sights that you can expect to see when you're out here in Belleville at the fabulous Colt Corral. Got a cow doing his thing, grazing just on the other side of the goalpost. Always cool to see a part of nature, but on the flip side of that, cows typically do become part of what we're about to take a look at. There it is. There's the line at the snack shop. So perhaps Bessie, one day, that's what she can wish for, is be over there and be a part of the in crowd, all waiting to get a piece of you. About a minute away from second half kickoff. Like to welcome in some of our viewers joining us during the break, including Zach Huff, head coach of the Madison Lady Rams, who were a big 11-0 winner today over Mansfield Senior to collect their sectional championship. I know that's at least 4 in a row for Zach and his ladies as they get set to try to defend their district championship at Lexington for a 3rd consecutive season. Looking for 4 straight there. The winner of this match, as mentioned, will likely advance to take on Ontario. I'll try to get a score on the Lady Warriors right now. They're locked up in their sectional championship game at home across the county against Sandusky Perkins. There's a decent build-up right here, right from the jump for Clear Fork. And that was kind of deja vu from the beginning of the match when Labaki got loose, got the shot that ricocheted off of the post. Lex clears, but a couple of Colts right there waiting for it. Wend sends it. And now Cook with the left foot redirected back at her. Sets it up top of the box and just over the top from McHugh. See coming in between 2 different defenders there. Carly McHugh was seeking her 7th goal of the season. Good ball here to Galco. Underwood controls it. Lexington looking to bring the ball here into Clear Fork territory for the first time here in half number 2. But the Colts defense, boy, have they been sturdy so far in this match. Nothing has got behind them. And they have done well to pressure the heck out of that girl right there, Lauren Alexander. And clearly offsides. Like to also welcome in from the Madison Lady Rams as well, Taylor Huff, checking out some of the competition. Senior striker and midfielder for them, having an awesome season. Likely in the running, I presume, for Division II Player of the Year, where she is the reigning, defending Player of the Year in Division II. Galco sends one, misplayed, but eventually it does make its way over the end line. So a corner kick. Second one of the match. On the way here for the Lady Colts. Let's check this out one more time. Ball just a little bit slippery, evidently, for Underwood. As that side spin just trickled around the post. That one headed out. This one sent straight up on the outside of the box. Takes a bounce. Lexington would love to clear, and they will do just that with Reitler. And Alexander's just being pressured all the time, over and over. It was Perry on the last one. And Clear Fork again takes it away. This one, nice ball sent. Lily Wortman forces Emma Moglin to come over, punch it out. So a quick throw in on the way here for the Colts. Cook heads it, backside, McHugh steps over, and Cook delivers. So finally, we've got our first goal of the match, and Clear Fork goes on top at the 35-32 mark. You see so much love and emotion. Great step over to set that whole thing up by McHugh, and then unloading with the left foot. Trinity Cook sends one to the back. Cook now into double digits on the season. 10 goals for her. Junior's had a nice year so far and going to be a big part of the future. This Clear Fork squad. Very few seniors on the team. I believe just 3. So Lady Colts will welcome back just about everybody into the mix in 2021. But for right now, they're on top. Looking to punch their ticket to the round of districts for a 4th consecutive year. Lex, though, back on the attack. But now the counter. Nice effort. Thought perhaps Wortman kept that one in the field of play. Official was right on top of it, says otherwise. Backheel pass by Galco. And it looks like Clear Fork, you know, they've built some confidence throughout the course of this match. And Morgan Galco, I would say most notably, we weren't seeing her, or really anybody on the team, trying to make one-on-one plays. Now they are. Going right at the defense. And we do have a score update at the half. The Ontario Lady Warriors, huge 9-0 cushion over Sandusky Perkins. So that is what will await the other side for the winner of today's match. Ontario already handled both of these teams during the regular season. In the opener, Lady Warriors went on the road, beat Lexington 4-1. Then Clear Fork here on the road got shut out by Ontario 4-0. But maybe a different Lady Colts team from what the Lady Warriors saw at that time of the year. As Cook sends that one back post. Almost had Wortman on the other end. And this Colts crowd really trying to rally, get behind their girls. 2-goal leads are a lot more fun than 1-0 advantages. People in soccer always try to tell me that, you know, maybe the hardest lead to keep is 2 goals because you can sometimes fall asleep at the driver's seat, but I'd sure like that 2-goal cushion over a 1-score advantage anytime, any place. Low punt, skips, first touch by Clear Fork. Now Alexander tried to poke that one. Well done. Coming up to make the play by Jackson. This one zipped by everybody. Gonna make its way all the way back to Anders. Freshman still with a clean sheet here today. Clear Fork's been a very good defensive unit pretty much all season, giving up less than 1.5 goals per contest. We've had quite a number of shutout victories too on the year. Eight of them to be exact. 8 of their 9 wins have come in the shutout variety. And the substitution strategy you see here in the second half has changed a little bit for Brittany Bechtel and her Lady Colts. She was making big changes early and often in half number 1, try to keep her top girls fresh for a second half run. And we'll see if it pays off, as that one set up at the feet of Blasberg, but could not put it on frame. Shot sails wide. And just the 4th shot here of the match for Lexington, and none of them really have been of the variety that would challenge Anders. She's had a relatively easy time back in between the pipes here this afternoon. Her Lady Colts just over 30 minutes away from being sectional champions. Can Lexington find an equalizer? Clear Fork's caught the throw far side. Now a chance for Lex here. Lauren on the cross. And now tripped up. That's going to be just outside the 18. So this, I would argue, probably will be the best chance that Lexington has had so far in this game. About 19 yards away, set piece on the way. What does Buck Morton elect to do here? Scott Sturts over the ball. She's going to send, and it sails over top. When you have so few opportunities offensively in a game, boy, do you have to capitalize, at least get it on frame. Very disappointing for Lady Lex. Ooh, dangerous pass. Perry tried to get it back to Jackson for the second time, and it nearly cost him. Now here comes Lex, looking to press forward. But Davison there. Sends that out far side. And quickly, it's becoming a counterattack now for the Colts. What can Wortman do with it? Big collision there with Emma Sturtz. Galco, bad pass. And a bit of a sloppy little exchange there. Ends with a Clear Fork throw-in far side. Cook checks back in. So does Carly McHugh. Galco over to the bench, along with Wortman for a quick breather. And an interesting substitution for Coach Bechtel to trade in two of her top offensive threats for two of her other best offensive players. See when they check back here into the match if they sub out somebody else to have all four of those ladies out on the pitch at the same time. That one goes right under the foot of Geifer. And Anders comes in to make the stop. Just under 26 minutes to go. The lone goal of the match right now belongs to number 23, Trinity Cook. Came right at the start here of this second half. Clear Fork's had a couple of other chances after that. So far, Lex, just 5 shots here in the contest. As Anders comes all the way out to the perimeter of the 18 to collect that one. This one pushed through. Windsor was hoping Caudill was going to turn on some jets and somehow catch up to that one. Underwood got to it first. Punt played off of the hands of Swank. So this will give Lexington an opportunity. Well, they play it quickly. I thought they were going to try to get their offense forward. They had 5 girls back when Lydia came up and struck that. Nice play. Caudill again on the run. Now Hoover went around a couple of defenders. Nice turn by Caudill. She's going to send one. Here's Windsor trying to turn the corner, sends the cross. And, man, Caudill put that past everybody. Looked like Cook was also going to have a shot at it. So a near opportunity right there for Clear Fork to extend their lead 4 players in. Quartet of players checking out for the Lady Colts. And it looks like their veteran unit back on the field right now. See if Clear Fork can capitalize with a nice stretch of soccer here in the attacking third. Lady Lek clears down the far sideline. Labaki, the big toss. Trying to connect with Galco. Overshot her. But you see the pressure from Clear Fork. It's been fabulous here in the second half. The high pressure has not allowed Lexington to get on the offensive aggressor position very often. Meanwhile, the Colts, they've just been off on a few different occasions, but at least they're making good runs. Good communication. They're piled up right here. Little cluster of players. Labaki had a nice throw-in from the other side of the field just a few moments ago. This one lobbed. Cook gets ahead on it. Over the end line, goal kick on the way for Lex. .21 minutes remain in this sectional championship match. And we've got a player down on the field. I think it might be Sydney Franklin grabbing the back of her head. Taking her time as the trainer on his way out. That's why they tend to her. We'll take a quick commercial timeout. 20:45 to go here in the sectional championship match, live and free. Girls High School Soccer on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
When last we left you, Sydney Franklin, the junior forward for Lexington, was down at midfield. She popped up pretty quickly after we went to break, walked over to the sideline without any assistance, and she appears to be up and moving and fine. And as we get back into the action, a whistle against Lady Lex. Sets up a free kick here for Clear Fork in their own territory. Like to welcome anybody watching the match who saw Ohio State take care of Nebraska today in their football opener at home, 52-17. Big beatdown by the Buckeyes. Justin Fields, awesome day per usual. 276 yards and a couple of touchdowns as that cross finds its way into the hands of Anders. About the first time that she's really had to make a quick, swift decision with an offensive player coming down to make a big play on the ball. Well done by Renee. Freshman's been good today when she's had to. Off the restart, sidewinding kick. Gets its way to Galco. And I don't have an actual statistic for you, but on these 50-50 balls, I swear Clear Fork's gotten to about 80% of them here so far this afternoon. They are winning possession. They are keeping possession more often than not. And have done very well when Lexington has broke through into the offensive attacking third of shutting down their key playmakers. Very few legit shot attempts on the day for Lady Lex. Offsides is the call. Looked like perhaps Wortman. Cook maybe a step offside. Few other college football scores for you guys out there while you're enjoying the soccer. Top 25 matchup, North Carolina took down NC State 48-21. Kansas State ranked 20th right now. They were a 55-14 winner. Clemson all over Syracuse 47-21. Notre Dame, Pittsburgh. 4 minutes left in the first quarter there. Right now it's the Irish on top 7-3. And Penn State owns a 7-0 lead at Indiana right now. That also a first quarter score. Alabama just scoring again, 14-0. They're on top as Anders comes up again to make the play. And the other 25, top 25 matchup going down right now. Iowa State leads number 6 Oklahoma State 7-0. That in the first two. Now back to soccer. We'll have to see now with 16 minutes remaining if at some point Lexington elects to show a little bit more urgency just in terms of their style. Is that a clear push-off, not whistled against Laurel Morton? Physical player, but got the arm fully extended. I mean, that gets called 99% of the time. So you just saw the 1%er right there. Galco turns, sends. Labaki, the only chance there at the other end. And she definitely tripped up Emma Sturtz as she tried to make her move. So Emma took a tumble. And I believe that's a yellow card issued to Annika. So she's going to go over to the sideline here for a little period of time. And we'll go ahead and take one more timeout while they tend to the injured player. We'll be right back with live and free soccer on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
The injured player, Emma Stewart, was just fine. So is Lauren Alexander here. The defender right there, McHugh, clearly tried to force Lauren left, and she wouldn't take the bait. She had a lot of space there. Kind of surprised Alexander didn't elect to carry, being shaded that way. Morton plays it out. Now Labaki checks back in. Going to spell out Carly McHugh. Galco with a nice throw over the top. So Clear Fork called for the push there. That's going to go against Windsor. So, some of the fans here on the home bleachers had some colorful choice words for the official as Alexander looks for the big cross. She sends Anders in perfect position. No problem. It's her 5th save. Like to remind you folks that we do still have a playoff football game coming up tonight on the live stream, as that one is unloaded off the mark by Lexington. We will have the Lucas Cubs playing tonight, 7 p.m. against Independence. What a matchup that is. 2 teams very talented. Cubs at 5-2. They're the number 2 seed. The number 7 Blue Devils, 6-1 on their season. I'll have that call along with Bruce Wyrick. Action beginning right around 6:50 tonight. Colts looking to make a run. Wortman contacted from the backside. Morton draws the whistle. And she draws the yellow card. Well, maybe the official looked like he pointed at Emma Martin, the recipient there. So we've got a yellow on each side now. And now the sophomore Wortman. She'll have some options on the back end of this kick. See where she elects to play everybody on the far post. And she strikes it on target, just missing on the back post. Nicely struck by Lily. Draws a big applause. And while Clear Fork clearly has been in control throughout this entire match, you just have a little bit of that uneasy feeling anytime it's just a 1-goal differential. As well as they've played, it really is just going to take one big play for Lexington to deliver an equalizer. But for right now, Lady Colts doing a nice job to possess. They've probably had at least 60% of the possession in the match, maybe even a little bit more. Alexander forced a backtrack, full 15 yards, now has to lay it to the back line of Sturts. She sends one, well played for Reitler, measured that one nicely. And she's got options, but not when Swank gets in the way like that. And now Labaki has that one directed off of Morton. Pushed out here on the near side by Hoovler. Down to the final 11 minutes of the match. Annika with the toss to the middle. It's right at Maurer. Now Alexander one-on-one. Can she make a move? She definitely got the speed. Brought it back inside, poked away. Cook now finds the open lady. That's McHugh. Now Perry sends it out wide. Back to Carly. Colts finally send a through ball. And Wortman makes an athletic move to almost keep it into the field of play, but over the end line. And looks like Lily, well, actually Trinity Cook is going to get spelled out here in favor of Kendall Windsor. So the freshman in. Junior takes a seat. And we see you, Tabitha, cheering on your Colts there in the Facebook fan section. Thanks for watching with us live and free on the OH Report Sectional Championship Girls Soccer. One of these two teams going to move on to the round of districts to tango with the second-seeded Ontario Lady Warriors, who are playing right now, but huge lead against Sandusky Perkins. And boy, what a bear they are. Ranked in the top 10 in the state. And on the other side of the bracket, of course, the team that everybody tried to avoid, top team in the state, undefeated Mansfield Lady Rams, as that one sails over top. Anders got a fingertip on it. And now the Colts are going to clear it out. Just over the top of Anders. And Zach Huff has let me know that Norwalk right now owns a 3-2 lead over Vermilion. That one at about the same point in the match as this. So we will likely see Norwalk versus Madison. And if this score were to hold up, Clear Fork versus Ontario in the Final Four Division II District Tournament takes place over at Lexington High School this next week. The OH Report will be in attendance. We will be live streaming all three of the matches there. We'll also have the boys Division II Clyde District. All 3 matches up there beginning on Monday evening. So make sure that you tune in. Lots of tournament soccer live streams on the way next week for the OH Report. We'll have a bare minimum of 6 of them for you guys to feast on. Anders jogs out, scoops it up. She sends the punt with 7 minutes remaining. Clear Fork just has to hold steady here. But it looks like they're thirsty for more. Trying to get Cook back in the mix. She's got the lone goal of the match, her 10th of the year. Next week's girls' districts at Lexington will be on Wednesday night. And the championship game, I do believe, will be on Halloween Saturday afternoon. So I always love seeing the fans in the cheering section on Old Hallows Eve. And that being a week from today. And of course, as always, you can find live and free high school football Friday and Saturday nights on the OH Report. Ashland with a big win last night over Norwalk, 21-7. They'll be at home next Friday. We'll definitely have their game. If Lucas were to win tonight, we'll also follow the Cubs throughout their tournament journey. Saddened to see our East Knox Bulldogs fall against Shadyside at home last night. Their tournament run coming to a close, but can guarantee that we'll definitely find some awesome semifinals football games for you guys to take in next week. As that one rolls out, goal kick on the way, just 5 minutes remaining. McHugh out, Labaki back in. Lady Colts looking to hold on, and boy, Lexington still content to play with 4 on the back line. Imagine they're going to have to switch that up here at some point. Try to take a few more risks. Got to get numbers forward if they want to score. Martin draws the whistle. Much of the enjoyment here of the fans in the home bleachers. Clear Fork with 3 players waiting to check in. As this one gonna find its mark. Charging out, making the play is Underwood. But boy, that was close. You saw Annika right there. See that skips. Here comes Labaki. And I thought that she was closer to it than maybe it appeared from our angle. Thought that she would be able to try to flip one over the keeper, but well done coming off her line, Underwood, to make the save. Now Annika sends one. Big chance here for Windsor. She's got a one-on-one with the keep. And Kendall can't make the play. Can Cook? No, she airmails it. Oh, my. You can't get a more open goal than that, and Trinity Cook knows it. Watch this. Trinity Cook with the open net. Did have a couple of defenders in her way, but sends it over top. That certainly would have been the icing on the cake. So still a 1-goal differential, and Lex very much in this match. Clear Fork, despite having the clear advantage, 14 shots for them in the game to just 6 for Lex, but have failed to capitalize on some of the premium opportunities and looks that they've developed. Could be another chance here. White jerseys looking to press forward. They've got 5 on the move. Not a good pass there on the run from Martin. Tried to squeeze it into Alexander, who's been very quiet here this afternoon. Definitely seen her in some highlights and other live streams we've done throughout the year. Makes some nice plays. Here she has a good cross and the one-timer. Cannot find the mark. That was Blasberg. Love the feed there by Lauren. And the fans here are starting to sense it. Under 2 minutes is all that remains between Clear Fork and a trip to districts for the 4th straight year. Lady Colts possessing right now. Freshman gets tripped up. Looked like Martin got a piece of her. And this is best case scenario if you're Clear Fork. Shouldn't have any rush here. I'd probably set it up and then change my mind and put another girl on the ball. But it looks like Wend, the senior, ready to send. Skips that one in low. Right at Martin. And Cook off sides. Lady Lex going to have to get to work in a hurry. 40 seconds to go. And Clear Fork in control. Sent out wide. Wortman, heavy first touch. Looked like she wanted to take that to the corner and just step on it. Try to kill some clock. But it may not matter. Down to 20 seconds left. Oh, breaking through. How about this? A 3-on-3. I cannot believe Clear Fork is allowing this. But they recover nicely. And that is going to do it. The Clear Fork Lady Colts are your Division II sectional champions. They take care of their Richland County rivals for the 2nd time this season. 1-0. Clear Fork is victorious. You see the love within that celebration, the big huddle, lots of smiles. As the Lady Colts behind Trinity Cook's lone goal, getting a lot of hugs. Thought she probably should have had 2 or 3 today. Brittany Bechtel, Chris Laux. 2 longtime coaches here at Clear Fork. What a program they have developed. Not 100% sure how many sectional titles Brittany's won here, but I bet it's at least double digits. This their 4th straight. She's been spectacular for this program. So a big win by the Lady Colts here, 1-0 on our ClearFit Nutrition scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. We will be back with our player of the game, Miss Trinity Cook. We'll have an interview lined up with her, along with some final stats, and close things out here from sectionals. It's live and free high school soccer. Rolling back here in a couple of minutes on the OH Report. 23 in black.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community.
I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Final score here at the Clear Fork Corral. It is the Lady Colts topping Richland County rival Lexington 1-0 as Trinity Cook's goal that came early in the second half ends up being the difference. Lexington challenged offensively all night, never was able to respond. Let's take a look at the final stats of the match, and as mentioned, offense never really got going for Lexington in this match. Just 7 shots on goal, and by my count, only about 2 of them were challenging in any type of effort for the freshman keeper Renee Anders to have to come out. Doubling up the shot output on the other side was Clear Fork. They had a lot of opportunities. They dominated the time of possession, and certainly they dictated much of the action. They were the better team here this afternoon, and really probably should have had about 3 goals by my count. 0 corner kicks for Lexington. That lets you know how few opportunities they were able to build up going into the attacking third. Only 2 for Clear Fork, though, on the other side. And then yellow cards distributed, 1 on each side. I believe Emma Martin received 1 for Lexington. And then it was the freshman Annika Labaki who got a yellow card for Clear Fork. So those are your final stats here. And feels like we're about to welcome in our player of the match. That being the junior number 23 for the Lady Colts, Trinity Cook, who is joining me right now. And Trinity, first off, congratulations on the win. Take me through the celebration there. I saw lots of hugs, lots of smiles. Tell me about the excitement and the emotion there.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, sectional title, that's awesome, and we were all so excited. The first half was a battle. Actually, the whole game was a battle, but to get the lead first gave us a lot of momentum, and we were over the top. We were so excited. So
your goal ended up being the difference there at the beginning of the second half. Tell me what you remember about it and how it all went down.
Our center mid, Carly McHugh, there were 2 defenders on her, and she could have taken the shot, but she's a good teammate, so she passed it off to me, and I was wide open for the shot. So thanks to Carly for giving me the opportunity to score that goal.
And then you guys really dictated and dominated the time of possession here today. Did it feel like a really dominating performance, even though it was just a 1-score game?
First half, I think, was pretty 50-50. I think once we settled in, we started possessing more, and I feel like overall it was kind of a 50-50 game. They had their chances and they had moments where I thought they were going to score, but overall, props to Lex. They gave us a really good game, and I think we did a great job. We've been working really hard this past week, and I thought we were in a good place to win the game, so I'm proud of us.
You knock off Lady Lex 2 times this season. I know that they're a county rival of yours. Just how exciting is that to take care of them and, of course, move on in sectional championship fashion in the second dub?
It feels great. There's no better feeling, honestly. Taking them earlier in the season was a great feeling, but the stakes are even higher this time, so nothing even compares. It's a great feeling. So.
Well, you do get an advance. You're going to go over to Lexington on Wednesday, where the Ontario Lady Warriors will be awaiting you. Your quick early thoughts on that showdown. I know that they handled you pretty good over here the first time you met.
I think that we are a completely different team. The first time we played them wasn't one of our best games, and we've been working really hard. We've changed a lot of things up. We have a lot of girls in new positions. So I'm really excited. They're obviously going to give us a battle, but I think if we play our game, we definitely have a shot to take them out.
Well, 4 straight sectional championships now for Clear Fork. The Lady Colt Pride with a dub today, and Trinity Cook's goal ended up being the game winner. Congratulations on being our ClearFit Nutrition Player of the Match, and best of luck to you moving forward in the round of districts.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Trinity. All right, guys, that is going to wrap up our coverage here from the Clear Fork Corral, where once again, final score 1-0. That young lady, Trinity Cook's goal, ended up being the difference, as the Lady Colts are going to move on to districts for the 4th consecutive year. Love to thank my staff, all working on short rest, of course, with all the lightning delays and stuff coming through the area last night. Jory Hollenbeck on camera, along with Storm Blunchley and Garrett Partlet, who was my color commentator for football this morning here at the Colt Corral. And then our fabulous director, Adam Thompson, always making us look good. My name is Brian Skoronsky. Thanks for watching here, our high school soccer coverage, but the live streams roll along. I'll catch you guys over at Lucas tonight, about 6:50 p.m. Check out the Cubs taking on Independence in the Division 7 Region 25 quarterfinals. I'll see you guys then. So long for now.